The forest was alive with the soft murmurs of the night. Crickets sang in the underbrush, and the occasional hoot of an owl broke the silence. I often wandered these trails to clear my head, but tonight felt different. The stars hung like glistening diamonds above, casting their pale light over the world. Then I heard it, a faint, melodic cry drifting through the trees. It wasn't human, yet it carried a desperation that was impossible to ignore. My pulse quickened as I scanned the darkness, trying to locate the sound. It grew louder, guiding me off the trail and into the dense, shadowy thickets. After what felt like an eternity, I stumbled into a small clearing. My flashlight caught a metallic glint, wreckage. Scattered across the ground were shards of metal, glowing faintly in the moonlight. At the base of a massive tree lay a figure, curled and trembling. I froze. The being wasn't human. Her skin shimmered a deep violet, her hair a weightless silver that floated around her like strands of starlight. Her large, luminous eyes locked onto mine, and in them I saw pain and fear. Wounds streaked her arms and legs, oozing a faintly glowing liquid. She tried to sit up, but collapsed with a sharp intake of breath. "Please," she whispered, her voice not spoken, but resonating in my mind. "Help me." I dropped to my knees beside her, my initial fear giving way to concern. "What happened?" I asked. "Crash chased," she said, her words broken but intelligible. "Hunter's close." I looked around, the hair on the back of my neck standing on end. The air felt charged, heavy with unseen danger. "Hunters? Who's hunting you?" Before she could answer, a low growl echoed through the forest. My flashlight trembled in my hand as shadows flitted between the trees. I didn't need an explanation to know we were in danger. The alien woman reached for me, her glowing hand trembling as she grabbed my arm. "We must move," she urged. I nodded, helping her to her feet. Her body was frail, but she managed to stand with my support. Together, we stumbled back into the forest, her glowing wounds illuminating the path ahead. The growls grew louder, closer. My heart raced as the shadows around us seemed to multiply. "This way," she suddenly cried, tugging me toward a massive tree with a hollow trunk. Pressing her hand against the bark, she whispered something in her language, and the tree shimmered, revealing an entrance. "Inside," she said. We slipped into the hollow, and the entrance sealed behind us. The space was small but filled with a faint bioluminescent glow, emanating from both her wounds and the walls of the tree. Outside, the growls grew deafening, and I could feel the ground tremble as something massive moved past. We waited, barely breathing, until the sounds faded. The alien woman collapsed against the wall, her body shaking. "They are gone," she said softly, her voice laced with exhaustion. I crouched beside her, my mind racing with questions. "Who are you? What's going on?" "My name is Zara," she said after a long pause. "I am a traveler. My people explore the stars, seeking knowledge. But there are those who fear us, who wish to destroy us." I nodded, trying to make sense of her words. "And your ship?" "Destroyed," she said, her voice breaking. "I am alone." Her sorrow was palpable, and I felt a pang of sympathy. "You're not alone now," I said. "What do we do? How do we get you to safety?" Zara reached into a pouch at her side and pulled out a small, crystalline device. It pulsed with a soft, rhythmic light. "This beacon," she explained. "It will call for help." She activated the device, and the air around us began to hum. A faint, shimmering portal started to form in the hollow, growing brighter with each passing second. The sight was mesmerizing, like watching a piece of the night sky tear open. "You brave," Zara said, placing a glowing hand on my shoulder. Your kind has much fear, but you chose to help. For that, I thank you. The portal grew brighter, its energy filling the small space. I felt an odd mix of relief and sadness. Will you be okay? I asked. Zara nodded. My people will come. You must go. Danger is still near. Before I could protest, the portal engulfed her, and she vanished, leaving only the faint hum of the beacon behind. The forest outside was silent now, the predators seemingly gone. I stepped out of the hollow and into the moonlit clearing, the air feeling lighter, calmer. As I looked up, I saw a streak of light in the sky, a ship rising toward the stars. My heart swelled with awe and wonder. That night, I had walked into the unknown and emerged forever changed. Zara's words echoed in my mind. Your kind has much fear, but you chose to help. For the first time, I felt connected to something far greater than myself. The cries of the alien woman had been a call, not just for help, but for hope, and I had answered.